Good morning. Yeah, so it is 6:30 a.m. I am getting my kids ready. Well, they get themselves ready, but I want to share with you, this is my first time living by myself. I will be 37 in approximately 22 days, and I've never lived alone. It's my second and a half month on my own. My second time paying rent. There we go. Um, I was married for 13 years with the guy for 15. So I lived with him majority of the time, or we lived with each other. I'm not going to say didn't like pay rent or understand that part, but this is the first time in my life I've lived by myself. When I first got separated from my ex-husband, I moved in with my mom, and I lived with her for about 3 years. I had kind of like a serious relationship in the middle of that and thought we were going to move in together. And, I stayed at his house a good amount of time, but I haven't ever just been fully alone, and it's been an interesting experience. Like, it's been so, what's the word I want to use? It's been very, like, exciting. It's been exhilarating. Like, it's one of those things I was afraid to. I thought I always needed like a partner, or always needed someone to help me, or a stable income, as you would say. Like, I needed to work for somebody. And I don't have either of those. Stable is relative, right? I work for myself. I mean, that in itself is a leap of faith, because I don't have a traditional job that I go to. I find people to pay me money to do marketing services for them or other services. But yeah, I don't have, I don't clock in anywhere. I mostly work from my home. And it's just like that alone, and then being alone, like going through a really terrible relationship. It's crazy, because what kind of prompted me moving out on my own is him breaking down my mom's door. You know? Boy, was he an interesting guy, to say the least. But like, that whole situation, of course, was crazy and brought so much, like, just too much going on. And so what resulted from that, because even after that, I still wasn't like fully ready to release him, like, emotionally. So of course that caused a lot of contention with my mom. And so it prompted me to just, like, I didn't want to put her in a position either that I was like, I needed to have my own space. I mean, again, I'm 36 right now as I'm filming this, but I'll be 37 on October 23rd. So what I will say is that I needed it, because now I found out a way to make more money, like being alone, because there's no cushion. Like, there's no, like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, oh, I can, like, slide by this month because, I only have to throw my mom a little bit of money, right? But no, not here. Not here, not now. So, I say all to say, I was prompted to do this video too, because like yesterday, I paid my rent, but like, it was on the assumption that a lot of people would have paid me, and nobody paid me yesterday. It's outstanding. They will pay me, but that is kind of the thing, about being an entrepreneur too, is like, you don't always, you can't like guarantee a paycheck, right? Like, I mean, somebody can tell you all day, like, I'm gonna pay you, I'm gonna hire you, I'm gonna do this, but like, until your money is in your account and that contract is signed, all you have is a good time, right? So yeah, I just wanted to encourage somebody that maybe like is in my position, or even before, like maybe still like recovering from like a really bad relationship, living with family, and kind of craving that independence. When it is time, it'll just happen. Like, I remember always like being at my mom's, like, I just can't wait to have my own place. I just can't wait to have my own stuff. I just can't wait. And it was just like it was a crying, like, crying prayer. And I didn't think it could ever happen. Like, I was kind of like, it's like, but I'm gonna have to get a real job, or I'm gonna have to do this, and then like, I just catapulted into doing it. And now, like, there's been, and man, I've been so extremely blessed since I've been here. Like, I have been blessed with or clients. I have had one client who furnished my whole apartment, which was such a blessing. It's a safe space for my kids, and they're very happy here. It's just been a lot of that. So if I can encourage you that it's okay to feel helpless, it's okay to feel like, you know, something that you really, really want seems so far away, because when you think about it, we're always living in like a prayer that we prayed like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, right? We're always living in some kind of prayer. It's just because we want more for ourselves. It's hard to remember, like, oh, but what I'm living right now, I actually didn't have a little while ago, right? So if I can just encourage you to be grateful, practice gratitude. I'm going to start reading a book that changed my life on here. I'm going to start recording a chapter of it a day, hopefully, with all the zillion things I want to do, you know. I'm figuring it out. But, you know, I just want you to know that here on this channel is going to be a very candid, very transparent, you know, look into my little life. And I'm hoping that it'll find somebody that, you know, that it'll encourage, and they'll feel fulfilled, or they'll feel like, hey, okay, cool, like she seems pretty cool, like I wouldn't mind that. And I'm nowhere where I think I want to be, but I am exactly where I'm supposed to be, right? So I feel like, you know, just reflecting today, I'm just like, dang, like I never thought I'd be able to do this, you know? And so, and I am. And so can't imagine what else I didn't think I could do that I can, right? So anywho, good morning. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink these energy drinks, Gorilla Mind. If you'd love to sponsor me one day, I would really appreciate it, because I, you know, could ultimately spend my life savings on this particular brand. They're amazing. It has saffron in it and like L-theanine, so it's like helps with your mood elevation. But you know, I know a lot of people are like coffee drinkers, but I'm just over here like, yeah, I love it. Just an energy drink in the morning. I like to get that buzz. The first thing to hit my stomach is a little fizz. Yeah. So you guys be blessed, be encouraged. This is Kimberly. This is a She Thought series. So this is something, okay, I'll do another video on She Thought and why I call it that and how old that name is. But to this one, I'm just going to say this is my first time living alone. I love it. It's not the super easiest, but it's not as hard as I thought. So if you are considering, you know, taking that leap of faith, just ask God, you know, when it's time. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, require someone kicking down your mom's door and making it uncomfortable. But hey, the most uncomfortable spaces is where we grow the most, right? So, you know, if I could say anything, I'm grateful that he did that, I guess. My mom got a beautiful new door. I had to pay for it, but, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, her new door looks amazing. Like, it's very nice. So quite the improvement we've all made. So, anywho, you guys have a blessed day. Bye.